people feel uncomfortable around you for no reason, if strangers stare a little too long, or suddenly go quiet when you walk into a room, it's not in your head. Some people carry an energy so strong, so magnetic, that most others simply cannot handle being near it. And if you've ever felt too intense, too much, too different, stay with me for the next few minutes, because I'm about to show you the signs that your aura isn't weird, it isn't broken, it's powerful, dangerously powerful. And by the end of this, you'll finally understand why you've always felt like you don't belong with the crowd. Have you ever walked into a room and felt like everyone suddenly noticed you, even though you didn't say a word? That's not your imagination, that's energy. And some people carry so much of it, they can't hide it even if they try. Let's talk about the first sign. People often feel nervous around you, even when you're being kind. You smile, you say hello, and yet you can see it in their eyes, a strange hesitation. It's not because you're scary, it's because your presence carries weight. Weak energy fades into the background. Strong energy demands attention, whether people want to give it or not. Your aura speaks before your mouth even opens. Here's the second sign. You feel things before they happen. Maybe you sense tension in a room before anyone says a word. Maybe you know something is wrong with a friend before they tell you. Maybe you get a strange feeling about a person, and later you find out you were right. This isn't luck, this is sensitivity. A powerful aura acts like an antenna, picking up signals most people don't even know exist. While others are stuck reacting to life, you are already sensing what's coming. The third sign is loneliness, even in a crowd. This one hurts the most. You can be surrounded by people, laughing, talking, having fun, and still feel completely alone inside. That's because your energy operates on a different frequency. Most people connect on a surface level, small talk, gossip, routine conversations, but you crave depth. You want real connection, real meaning, and when you don't find it, you feel isolated, even in a room full of friends. This isn't a flaw. It's proof that your soul is wired for something bigger than small talk. Now here's the fourth sign, and this one surprises most people. Animals and children are drawn to you instantly. Have you noticed how a stray cat walks straight to you, or a baby stares at you and smiles for no reason? Animals and children don't judge based on looks or words. They feel energy directly, without filters. If they gravitate toward you, it means your energy feels safe, warm, and powerful at the same time. Adults have learned to hide their feelings, but children and animals never lie about what they sense. The fifth sign is that certain people avoid you without any real reason. Maybe a coworker keeps their distance. Maybe someone you just met suddenly changes their attitude toward you. This isn't always because they dislike you. Sometimes it's because your energy exposes what they're hiding. People with low self-awareness or hidden insecurities often feel uncomfortable around someone whose presence feels too honest, too clear, too real. Your energy becomes like a mirror. And not everyone likes what they see reflected back at them. Take a moment and think about your own life. How many of these have you already noticed happening to you? There's more coming, and the next signs go even deeper, revealing things about yourself you may have never understood until now. Let's continue, because the signs go much deeper than what most people notice on the surface. The sixth sign is that you attract intense reactions from people. Either they love you deeply or they cannot stand you. There's rarely an in-between. This happens because your energy is strong enough to trigger something in others. If someone is insecure, your presence can make them feel small, and instead of admitting that, they turn it into dislike. But if someone is open and self-aware, they feel pulled toward you like a magnet. Weak energy gets ignored. Strong energy always creates a reaction, one way or the other. The seventh sign is that you often feel drained after being around certain people, even if the conversation seemed normal. This happens because your energy naturally gives, heals, and uplifts others, sometimes without you even trying. People unconsciously borrow from your strength. If you constantly feel tired after socializing, especially with certain individuals, it's not weakness on your part. It's a sign that your aura is being pulled on, like a phone charger being used by everyone except you. The eighth sign is that you often see the truth about people quickly, sometimes within minutes of meeting them. You sense when someone is being fake, even if their words sound perfectly nice. You sense when someone has bad intentions, even before they show it. This ability isn't paranoia, it's perception. A powerful aura works like a built-in lie detector, picking up the tiny mismatches between what someone says and what they truly feel. The ninth sign is that you often feel like you're meant for something bigger than your current life, even if you can't explain what that something is yet. This restlessness isn't randomness. It's your inner energy pushing you to grow, evolve, and step into a bigger version of yourself. People with weaker, more passive energy tend to settle, but people with powerful auras rarely feel satisfied with staying small, because deep down, they know they're capable of more. The 10th sign is that your mood can shift the mood of an entire room. When you're happy, people around you feel lighter. When you're upset or quiet, the entire room can feel the tension, even if no one says anything. This isn't about being loud or dramatic. It's about the invisible energy you radiate, which others absorb whether they realize it or not. A powerful aura doesn't just exist within you, it spreads outward and touches everyone nearby. Now think carefully. How many of these signs feel like they were describing your exact life? Most people go their entire lives without understanding why they feel different, why they attract such strong reactions, why they sense things others don't. But now you're starting to see the truth. Your energy isn't a problem, it's a power that most people simply aren't equipped to handle. And there's still more to uncover, because the deeper signs reveal not just how you affect others, but how this power can either protect you or hold you back if you don't understand it. Let's go even deeper, because these next signs reveal something most people never talk about. The 11th sign is that you often feel exhausted in crowded or noisy places, like malls, parties, or busy streets, even if nothing bad happened there. This isn't social anxiety, it's energetic overload. A powerful aura absorbs everything around it. Sounds, emotions, tension, excitement, all of it. Most people can walk through a chaotic place and feel nothing extra. But you feel layers of energy stacking on top of you, and that's why crowded spaces can leave you needing quiet time just to reset. The 12th sign is that you often become the person others come to with their problems, even people you barely know. Strangers open up to you in line at a store. Co-workers tell you things they've never told anyone else. This happens because people unconsciously sense that your energy is safe, non-judgmental, and grounded. They feel like you can hold space for their pain without breaking. This is a rare gift, but it can also be heavy because you end up carrying emotional weight that isn't even yours. The 13th sign is that you often question reality more than others. You wonder about your purpose, about why things happen the way they do, about what's really going on behind the surface of life. While many people are content following a routine, never questioning anything, you feel a pull to understand deeper truths. This constant searching isn't confusion, it's awareness. Your energy is wired to seek meaning, not just exist on autopilot. The 14th sign is that your presence alone can shift the energy in a negative environment. Have you ever walked into a tense room, an argument, a stressful workplace, and somehow, without doing anything, things start to calm down? That's not a coincidence. Your energy carries a natural calming or grounding effect, even if you don't consciously try to create it. Powerful auras often act like an anchor, stabilizing chaos just by being present. And the 15th sign, maybe the most important one, is that you often feel like you have to hide parts of yourself to fit in. You tone down your intuition, you silence your deeper thoughts. You shrink your energy so others feel more comfortable around you. This happens because society often rewards people for being normal, not powerful. But every time you shrink yourself, you deny the very thing that makes you who you are. The truth is, you were never meant to fit into small spaces. You were meant to expand. Now here's what's important to understand. A powerful aura isn't something to fear or feel ashamed of. It's something to learn how to manage, protect, and use with intention. Left unchecked, it can drain you or push people away. But understood correctly, it becomes your greatest strength, drawing the right people, the right opportunities, and the right path toward your purpose. If even 5 of these signs matched your life, you are not too much. You are simply someone whose energy hasn't fully learned how to exist in a world built for smaller, quieter frequencies. There's one final part left, where I'll show you what to do with this powerful energy and how to protect it going forward. Now that you know the signs, let's talk about what actually happens when you don't understand or manage this kind of energy, because this is where most powerful people struggle without realizing why. When you don't understand your own aura, you start doubting yourself. You feel too intense, so you shrink. You feel too sensitive, so you numb yourself. You feel too different, so you try to copy others just to fit in. But every time you do this, you cut yourself off from your own power source. It's like dimming a bright light because it makes others squint, instead of letting it shine and finding the people who actually need that light. This is why so many powerful people feel exhausted, misunderstood, or even isolated for years. They were never taught that their energy was a gift. They were only taught to make themselves smaller so others felt comfortable. But comfort for others should never come at the cost of your own truth. Here's something important to understand. Not everyone is meant to be close to you, and that's okay. A powerful aura doesn't need mass approval. It needs alignment. The people who are meant to be in your life will feel drawn to your energy, inspired by it, calmed by it, uplifted by it. The people who are not meant to be close to you will feel uncomfortable, and they will remove themselves. This isn't rejection, it's filtering. Your energy naturally sorts the right people from the wrong ones, so you don't waste years on connections that were never meant to last. Now, protecting this energy matters just as much as understanding it. Spend time alone, regularly. Silence and solitude aren't signs of loneliness for someone like you. They are recharging stations. Limit time with people who constantly drain you, criticize you, or make you feel like you have to shrink to be accepted. Ground yourself daily, through quiet reflection, nature, deep breathing, or simply sitting in stillness. A powerful aura without grounding becomes scattered and overwhelmed. A powerful aura with grounding becomes unstoppable. Also, stop apologizing for your depth. Stop apologizing for sensing things others miss. Stop apologizing for needing space, for feeling too much, for seeing too clearly. These are not weaknesses. They are the exact qualities that make you rare. The truth is, the world doesn't need more people pretending to be normal. It needs people willing to stand fully in their power, calmly, confidently, without shrinking for anyone's comfort. If these signs have described you, know this. You were never too much. You were simply too rare for an ordinary space. And once you start owning that truth instead of hiding from it, everything begins to shift. Your relationships, your confidence, your entire path in life. There's another layer to this that most people never uncover, and it explains why some of you have felt different since childhood. Think back. Even as a child, did you feel older than your age? Did adults sometimes tell you that you had an old soul, or that you understood things beyond your years? This is common among people with powerful auras. From a young age, your energy was already operating on a deeper frequency than those around you. While other kids were focused purely on games and simple fun, part of you was quietly observing, absorbing, and understanding emotions and situations most children never notice. This early sensitivity often came with a cost. Maybe you were called too sensitive or too serious growing up. Maybe you were told to stop overthinking, to stop feeling so much, to just relax and be like everyone else. But here's the truth. You weren't overreacting. You were simply feeling the full depth of situations that others only experienced on the surface. That difference followed you into adulthood, shaping how intensely you feel joy, sadness, love, and even discomfort. This depth also explains why fake relationships or shallow friendships never satisfy you. You might have people around you, but if the connection lacks honesty or depth, you feel an emptiness even in their presence. This isn't you being difficult to please. It's your energy refusing to settle for anything less than real connection, because deep down, you already know what genuine connection feels like, and nothing less will fully satisfy you. There's also a strange pattern many powerful people notice. Certain places, certain songs, certain moments in nature, a sunset, the ocean, a quiet forest, can bring you to tears or overwhelming peace, seemingly out of nowhere. This happens because your energy is deeply tuned to beauty, meaning, and emotion. While others might glance at a sunset and move on, you feel something shift inside you, a reminder of something bigger than daily life. Another sign worth mentioning is that you often attract meaningful coincidences. You think about someone, and they call you moments later. You need guidance, and suddenly the right words appear in a conversation, a video, or a random book you pick up. These aren't random accidents. A powerful aura interacts with the world in ways that create alignment, drawing the right signs at the right moments, almost like the universe is responding directly to your energy. If this sounds like your life, understand this clearly. You were never broken, overly sensitive, or too much, as people may have said. You were simply operating on a frequency built for depth, truth, and meaning, in a world that often rewards the surface instead. Now let's talk about something that confuses a lot of powerful people, and that's the constant push and pull between wanting connection and needing solitude. You crave deep relationships, real friendships, real love, but at the same time, too much social interaction leaves you feeling completely drained. This creates a strange cycle. You reach out, you connect, you enjoy the moment, and then suddenly you need to disappear for a while to recover. People might misunderstand this as coldness or distance, but it's neither. It's simply how a powerful energy balances itself, absorbing deeply, then needing time to process and reset. This is also why surface-level socializing feels almost impossible for you. Small talk about the weather, gossip about people you don't care about, forced laughter at things that aren't funny, all of it feels draining because your energy isn't built for shallow exchanges. You want to talk about real fears, real dreams, real emotions. When conversations stay on the surface, you feel like you're wearing a mask, and wearing that mask for too long exhausts you far more than any physical activity ever could. Here's another important pattern. You often notice when someone is lying, even through a screen, a text message that feels off, a voice on a call that doesn't match the words being said. Even through digital distance, your energy still picks up inconsistency. This is because energy isn't limited by physical closeness. It travels through intention, tone, and words, and a powerful aura remains sensitive to it no matter the distance. Many powerful people also experience vivid dreams or a strong inner world. Your imagination, your dreams, your inner thoughts often feel more vivid and real than what's happening around you physically. This isn't a distraction from reality. It's a sign that your consciousness naturally operates on multiple levels, awake and aware, but also deeply connected to your subconscious mind. There's also a tendency to feel responsible for other people's emotions, even when it's not your job to fix them. If a friend is sad, you feel compelled to help. If someone in the room is angry, you feel tension building inside you, even if it has nothing to do with you. This happens because your energy naturally absorbs the emotional atmosphere around you. Learning to separate your emotions from others' emotions is one of the most important skills a powerful person can develop. If all of this feels familiar, understand something important. These aren't struggles that make you weak. They are simply the natural side effects of carrying an energy most people were never taught how to handle, in themselves or in others. Let's look at how this powerful energy shows up specifically in your relationships, because this is where many people struggle the most without realizing why. In relationships, you don't do casual well. You either go all in with loyalty, love, and depth, or you don't engage at all. This intensity can overwhelm partners who are used to lighter, more surface-level connections. But when you find someone who can match your depth, the bond becomes incredibly powerful, almost unshakable. The problem is, those people are rare, so you may go through periods of feeling alone before finding someone who truly understands your energy. You also tend to sense the end of a relationship, a friendship, or even a job long before it actually happens. There's often a quiet knowing inside you, a feeling that something is shifting, even before any visible signs appear. Later, when the change finally happens, you're not shocked. Part of you already knew. This is your intuition working quietly in the background, picking up subtle energy shifts long before your logical mind catches up. Another pattern many powerful people notice is that betrayal or dishonesty affects them more deeply than it affects others. This isn't weakness, it's because your energy operates on trust and truth as a foundation. When someone lies to you or betrays that trust, it doesn't just hurt emotionally, it disrupts your entire energetic balance. Because deception clashes directly with the honesty your energy naturally seeks. You may have also noticed that you attract people going through difficult times, people in pain, people searching for answers, people who feel lost. This happens because your energy naturally offers comfort and clarity, even without trying. While this can be a beautiful gift, it's important to set boundaries, because constantly absorbing other people's pain without protecting your own energy can leave you feeling empty over time. Here's something worth remembering. A powerful aura isn't meant to fix everyone or carry everyone's burdens. It's meant to inspire people to find their own strength, while you continue walking your own path. The moment you understand this difference, relationships become lighter, healthier, and far less draining. If you've experienced these patterns in your relationships, know that you're not too intense or too much for love. You simply need connections built on the same depth and honesty that your energy naturally carries. Let's talk about something deeply personal now, the relationship you have with yourself, because a powerful aura affects this just as much as it affects your relationships with others. Many people with strong energy struggle silently with self-doubt, not because they lack ability, but because their depth often makes them overthink everything. You may replay conversations in your head, wondering if you said too much or too little. You may question your own worth, even though others see you as strong and capable. This happens because your inner world is so rich and reflective that you naturally analyze yourself far more than people with simpler, more surface-level energy ever would. This overthinking can sometimes turn into self-criticism. You may hold yourself to incredibly high standards, expecting perfection from yourself, while easily forgiving flaws in others. This isn't weakness. It's a sign of how deeply you care about growth and truth. But left unchecked, this same trait can quietly damage your confidence if you never learn to extend the same compassion to yourself that you naturally give to others. Here's something important to notice. You likely have moments of incredible clarity and confidence, followed by moments of deep uncertainty. This isn't inconsistency. It's the natural rhythm of a powerful energy that moves between deep introspection and confident expression. Weaker energies stay flat and predictable. Powerful energies rise and fall, like waves, constantly evolving and refining themselves. You may also feel a strong pull toward personal growth, spirituality, healing, or self-improvement, more than the average person around you. While others are content watching entertainment or following daily routines without question, you feel a deep need to understand yourself, heal your past, and grow into a better version of who you are. This isn't randomness. It's your energy pushing you toward alignment, refusing to let you settle into stagnation. One of the most important things you can learn is self-trust. When you doubt yourself, you disconnect from your own power. But when you learn to trust your instincts, your feelings, and your inner voice, your energy becomes stable, clear, and incredibly magnetic. The world responds differently to someone who trusts themselves compared to someone who is constantly second-guessing their own worth. If you've struggled with self-doubt despite feeling deeply capable inside, understand this: it's not proof that something is wrong with you. It's simply proof that your depth requires a stronger foundation of self-trust than most people will ever need to build. Now let's talk about something that many powerful people experience but rarely understand: the feeling of being tested by life over and over again. Have you noticed that your life often feels harder than other people's? Filled with more obstacles, more lessons, more emotional challenges. This isn't punishment, it's preparation. A powerful energy is rarely handed an easy path, because ease doesn't build strength, struggle does. Every difficult situation you've faced has quietly sharpened your intuition, deepened your compassion, and strengthened your resilience, even if you didn't recognize it in the moment. You may have also noticed that you recover from hardship differently than others. While some people stay stuck in bitterness or blame for years, you tend to eventually find meaning in your pain. You ask, "What is this teaching me?" instead of only asking, "Why is this happening to me?" This ability to transform pain into wisdom is one of the clearest signs of a powerful, evolved energy. Another pattern worth mentioning is that you often outgrow environments, friend groups, jobs, even relationships faster than the people around you. What once felt exciting or comfortable can start to feel small or limiting after a while. This isn't restlessness for no reason. It's your energy expanding, and expansion naturally requires leaving behind spaces that no longer fit who you're becoming. Trying to stay small to keep others comfortable only creates inner frustration and stagnation. You may also feel a strong sense of timing, knowing when to act and when to wait, even without logical explanation. Sometimes you hold back on a decision for reasons you can't fully explain, only to realize later that waiting protected you from a mistake. Other times you move quickly on an opportunity, and it turns out to be exactly right. This isn't luck. It's your inner energy reading situations on a level deeper than logic alone. Lastly, you likely feel a quiet responsibility to help raise the awareness of people around you, even if you never asked for that role. Friends come to you for perspective. Family members seek your advice during hard times. Even strangers sometimes open up to you in ways they don't with others. This happens because your energy naturally radiates wisdom and calm, whether you intend it to or not. If your life has felt like one continuous lesson after another, understand this clearly. You weren't chosen for a harder path because something is wrong with you. You were shaped this way because your energy was always meant to carry more, understand more, and eventually guide more. Let's talk about something many powerful people feel but rarely say out loud: the fear of fully stepping into their own power. You might have noticed that even though you sense your own strength, some part of you still hesitates to fully use it. You downplay your intuition when it feels too strange to explain. You hide your depth in conversations, worried people will think you're overthinking things. You avoid showing your full confidence, afraid it might come across as arrogance instead of self-assurance. This hesitation isn't weakness. It's simply the result of years spent adjusting yourself to fit into spaces that were never built for someone with your depth of energy. Here's something worth understanding. Every time you shrink your energy to make others comfortable, you send a signal to the universe that your true self isn't safe to express. Over time, this can create a strange inner conflict, feeling powerful inside, yet acting small on the outside. The moment you begin allowing your true energy to show, speaking your truth, trusting your intuition openly, setting boundaries without guilt, your outer life starts to align with your inner strength. You may have also noticed that certain environments amplify your energy, while others suppress it completely. Around uplifting, genuine people, you feel expansive, confident, and alive. Around negative, jealous, or overly critical people, you feel smaller, quieter, more hesitant. This isn't your imagination. Energy responds to environment. This is why choosing where you spend your time and who you allow close to you matters just as much as any personal growth work you do. Another important sign is that you often feel a pull toward purpose, a sense that you're meant to do something meaningful, something that helps or impacts others, even if you don't yet know exactly what that looks like. This isn't wishful thinking. It's your energy quietly guiding you toward alignment, refusing to let you settle for a life that feels disconnected from your deeper purpose. Here's the most important truth to remember. Your power was never meant to make others comfortable. It was meant to help you live fully, honestly, and boldly, even if that means some people won't understand you, and some spaces will never feel like home. The world doesn't need you smaller. It needs you exactly as powerful as you already are, expressed fully, without apology. Now let's talk about a pattern many powerful people notice but rarely connect together: the strange timing of when things fall apart right before something better arrives. Have you noticed that right before a major positive change in your life, something often collapses first? A job ends unexpectedly, a relationship falls apart, a friendship fades away. At the time, it feels devastating, even confusing. But later, looking back, you realize that collapse was actually clearing space for something far better to enter your life. This pattern isn't coincidence. A powerful energy cannot grow while holding onto things that no longer match its next level. So life removes them, sometimes painfully, to make room for alignment. This is also why sudden endings hurt you more deeply than they seem to hurt others. It's not because you're overly emotional, it's because you invest fully, energetically, into whatever or whoever you commit to. When that ends, the loss feels heavier because your connection to it was never surface level to begin with. Understanding this can help you stop blaming yourself for feeling too affected by change. You feel deeply because you live deeply. Another sign worth mentioning is that you often attract people who initially seem perfectly nice, but later reveal manipulative or controlling behavior. This happens because your open, trusting energy can sometimes overshadow the early warning signs your intuition tries to send you. Over time, as you grow more connected to your own power, you begin catching these red flags earlier and earlier, protecting your energy before damage occurs instead of after. You may have also noticed that silence feels more comfortable to you than empty conversation. While many people feel the need to fill every quiet moment with noise or chatter, you find peace in stillness. This isn't awkwardness. It's a sign of a mind and energy so full internally that it doesn't need external noise to feel complete. Lastly, you likely feel a strong internal compass guiding your decisions, even when you can't logically explain why you're choosing a certain path. Trusting this compass rather than constantly seeking outside approval is one of the most powerful shifts you can make. The more you trust your inner guidance, the stronger and clearer your energy becomes. If these endings and beginnings have shaped your life more dramatically than most, understand this. It's not misfortune. It's your energy constantly clearing space for the version of you that's still becoming. Let's talk about something that quietly shapes how powerful people move through the world: the way you handle criticism and judgment from others. You've likely faced more judgment in your life than the average person, being called too intense, too sensitive, too much, too different. At first, this criticism may have hurt deeply, making you question whether something was wrong with you. But over time, if you've grown, you've probably noticed something interesting. The criticism doesn't disappear, but it stops controlling you the way it once did. This shift happens because your energy naturally matures towards self-acceptance, learning that not everyone is meant to understand you, and that's completely okay. Here's an important truth. People often criticize in others what they don't understand in themselves. When someone calls your depth too much, it usually reflects their own discomfort with depth, not an actual flaw in you. When someone calls your intuition weird, it often reflects their own disconnect from their inner guidance, not an error in yours. Recognizing this can free you from carrying judgment that was never truly about you to begin with. You may have also noticed that you don't need constant validation the way some people do. While others seek approval through likes, compliments, or external recognition, you find validation through inner alignment, doing what feels true, even if no one applauds it. This isn't coldness or indifference. It's a sign that your energy draws strength from within, rather than depending on outside opinions to feel complete. Another pattern worth mentioning is that you often forgive people faster than you forget the lesson they taught you. You're not naive, you understand people's true nature quickly, but you also choose peace over long-term resentment. This balance, awareness without bitterness, is one of the clearest signs of an evolved, powerful energy. Weaker energy holds on to anger. Powerful energy releases anger while still keeping the wisdom gained from it. Lastly, you likely feel a growing sense of independence, needing less permission, less approval, less reassurance from others as time goes on. This isn't isolation, it's empowerment. As your energy strengthens, you naturally require less external validation because your inner sense of truth becomes strong enough to stand on its own. If judgment and criticism have shaped much of your journey, understand this clearly. Every moment you were misunderstood wasn't proof that you were wrong. It was proof that your energy was simply operating on a level many people around you hadn't yet reached. Now let's talk about something powerful people often overlook: the deep connection between their energy and their physical body. Have you noticed that your emotions show up strongly in your body? Stress tightens your chest. Anxiety unsettles your stomach. Sadness feels heavy in your shoulders. This isn't just normal human biology. It's a sign of how deeply connected your energy is to your physical form. While some people can separate their emotional state from their physical sensations easily, you feel everything, and your body becomes a mirror of what's happening inside you. This is also why your environment affects you more than it affects others. A cluttered, chaotic space can leave you feeling mentally foggy and drained, while a clean, calm space can instantly shift your mood and energy. Certain colors, sounds, and even smells might affect you far more intensely than they affect people around you. This isn't oversensitivity. It's a nervous system finely tuned to notice subtle shifts most people never register. You may have also noticed that you need more recovery time after emotional or energetic situations than others seem to need. After an argument, a stressful event, or even an intense conversation, you might feel physically tired, not just emotionally affected. This happens because your energy processes experiences on a much deeper level, requiring your body to fully release and reset before moving forward. Here's something important. Taking care of your physical body isn't separate from taking care of your energy, it's connected. Movement, rest, nutrition, and time in nature all directly affect how clear, strong, and stable your energy feels. Neglecting your body while trying to strengthen your energy is like trying to charge a phone with a broken cable. The connection has to be intact for the power to actually flow. You might also notice that touch, whether a hug, a handshake, or simply standing near someone gives you information about a person almost instantly. This happens because energy transfers through physical closeness, and your sensitivity picks up on this exchange more clearly than most people realize is even possible. If your body has always reacted strongly to your emotions and environment, understand this. It's not weakness or fragility. It's simply proof that your energy and body are deeply connected, working together as one system, constantly reflecting and responding to the world around you. Let's talk about the final layer most people never fully understand: how a powerful aura influences the path you're meant to walk in life. You've probably noticed that you rarely feel satisfied doing things just because everyone else is doing them. Following the crowd, choosing a path just because it's safe or expected, has likely never felt right to you, even when you tried to convince yourself otherwise. This isn't stubbornness. It's your energy resisting a life that doesn't align with your deeper purpose. Powerful energy simply cannot thrive inside a life built entirely on other people's expectations. You may have also noticed that your biggest breakthroughs often came right after your darkest moments. The times you felt most lost were often followed by the clearest sense of direction you've ever experienced. This isn't random. Struggle strips away everything false, leaving only your truest self behind. And it's from that stripped-down, honest place that real clarity and purpose usually emerge. Here's something worth remembering. You don't need everyone to understand your path for it to be right. In fact, the more aligned you become with your true purpose, the fewer people may fully understand it, simply because you're moving towards something they've never experienced themselves. This isn't a sign to turn back. It's a sign you're moving forward, into territory that's uniquely yours. You may also feel a growing urge to help others see their own strength, their own worth, their own potential. This isn't coincidence. Powerful energy naturally evolves towards service, not because you have to, but because uplifting others becomes a natural extension of your own inner strength. The more secure you become in your own power, the more naturally you want to help others find theirs. Lastly, understand this. Your journey was never meant to look like everyone else's. The obstacles, the loneliness, the intensity, the depth, all of it was shaping you into someone capable of carrying real strength, real wisdom, and real impact. Nothing about your path has been wasted. You've now seen the signs, understood the meaning behind them, and learned how to protect and use this energy wisely. What you do with this awareness from here is entirely up to you. So here we are, at the end of this journey together, and if you've made it this far, you already know the truth. You were never too much. You were never broken, weird, or hard to handle. You were simply carrying an energy that most people in this world were never taught how to recognize, let alone understand. Every sign we've talked about, the sensitivity, the intuition, the depth, the loneliness in crowds, the exhaustion after socializing, the way animals and children are drawn to you, the way certain people avoid you without reason, all of it points to the same truth. You carry a powerful presence. And powerful presence isn't something to shrink or hide. It's something to understand, protect, and eventually embrace fully. From here, your work is simple but important. Stop apologizing for your depth. Stop dimming your light to make others comfortable. Start listening to your intuition instead of dismissing it. Start protecting your energy by choosing your environment and your company wisely. And most of all, start trusting that the very things that made you feel different your whole life are the same things that will guide you toward the purpose you were always meant to live. You are not here to fit into small spaces. You are here to expand, to grow, to influence, and to lead in your own quiet or powerful way. The world doesn't need another person pretending to be ordinary. It needs you, fully present, fully awake, fully yourself. If this video spoke to something deep inside you, if even one sign made you pause and think, "That's me," then don't just scroll away and forget it. Take a moment right now, like this video, so it reaches someone else who needs to hear this today. Subscribe to this channel, because this is only the beginning of understanding your true power. And comment below with the sign that hit you the hardest. I read every single one. This has been Master Shen. Stay aware, stay powerful, and I'll see you in the next one.